Eastern Veterans Trust, good evening and welcome to our weekly roundup. This also it'll be going out on our YouTube channels, and our TikToks, and our Facebooks, and all that. But just so people are watching are aware, this is also live currently on YouTube, where we do all our video stuff and all that sort of good jazz. And what we want to do tonight is just talk about the last couple of weeks, what we've been getting up to. 2 seconds. Facebooks and all that, but just so people. Yeah, so obviously this is going to go out on all of our social media stuff and all that sort of stuff as per the norm. And so it's weekly roundup. So it's like a 2 weekly roundup because I didn't do one last week. It's been absolutely mental, insane last couple of weeks for East Down Veterans Trust. So I make no apologies for any of it. And we're just so busy. We are so busy supporting veterans and veterans families and doing the stuff that we do. So let's talk about the last couple of weeks and what I've been up to. I've been out and about. I've been down to London. That was not the week gone, just the week ahead. The week before that, I went down to London for the Army Expo to see what the Army's going to look like in years to come and stuff like that. And obviously see what it's going to look like in 10 years' time, see what it's going to look like in 5 years' time. And what I noticed was, first of all, how different it was from when I served. So people that are older than me, again, it'd be so different from when everyone served. But also, the numbers game that's involved there. So the numbers were quite low compared to when I was serving in the military. And it was good to hear the general staff there saying, Chief, the general staff, who was saying, look, I'm aiming to double the numbers, and by the end of the decade, I'm going to treble the numbers. So what that tells us for Eastern Veterans Trust is quite simple: is that there's going to be loads more veterans, and there's going to be loads more people to support that might need our help when they come out. So it's really important for Eastern veterans that we keep pushing on and doing what we do, and that's supporting the veteran community, and that's the daily task of the holistic support that we offer, the council and the mental health support, all our social inclusion groups. It's really important that we keep doing that. So yeah, so I went down to the Army Expo. Then this week I went back down south again, just near Salisbury to Middlewallop, which was the Army Flying Museum. I went there, and that was for our Veterans Awards. And basically, we've been nominated in the Health and Wellbeing category of the English Veterans Awards. So we went down for filming day. We got our certificate and stuff like that. Really, really good day. Met some amazing people. Met a lady called Sally Orange, who's absolutely phenomenal, an absolutely fantastic person. And Sally, basically, we got a mutual friend, and that's how I know. And I didn't even realize that I'd met her previously when we were talking about that. But she awarded us our certificate on the day for the filming. So yeah, it was lovely to meet her. Then we met other people from other organisations and other groups and stuff like that. So it was a really, really good couple of hours networking down there. A long drive down, a long drive back, but we've been down there, and we've also had over the last 2 weeks as well. We've had some visitors from 4 Reg Royal Artillery who've been in to see us, and we're going to do some stuff with them next week. So on the next weekly roundup that I do, I'll talk about that, and I'll talk about how 4 Reg Royal Artillery, we're doing stuff with them, and they're going to come in and do some education around veterans and stuff like that, but also help us out a little bit at the same time. So we'll be talking about that in the future weeks. Yeah, so all that's been going on. We've had a fundraiser, thrown it into the mix as well. So we had the Fight for Valor fundraiser with our trustee Dave McKenna leading on that, taking some people out, visiting the 5 war memorials of the 5 VC winners from East Durham. So that was really successful. Raised £500 for East Durham Veterans Trust, and everyone that donated that, I really appreciate obviously your donations. And the other fundraiser that was going on since the last time we did one of these was, of course, the Great North Run, where I ran on with Carl. That video is coming out on our YouTube channels real soon. Me and Carl there getting our fat butts around obviously the Great North Run, which was brilliant, fantastic atmosphere, fantastic to see people there wearing the Eastern Veterans Trust t-shirts, running for Eastern veterans and raising essential funds. I think we've raised around about £6,000 from that, so that's absolutely massive. We had one guy's raised over £2,500 on his own. Sorry, him and his partner. And basically, it was just a phenomenal fundraiser. To be fair, and I'm already trying to sign him up again for next year for obvious reasons. Number one, because he's a veteran, still serving actually, But number 2, great fundraiser. And number 3, guess what we're about at East Down Veterans Trust. And that's phenomenal. Fundraisers for the next year, we're going to start releasing them real soon. So the Great North Run, London Landmarks is full. There's actually a waiting list for anyone that drops out. So London Landmarks is full. But we're going to have the Great North Run on again. We're going to be doing the Durham City runs. We're going to be doing the Sunderland City runs. We're also going to be doing the Big 2, which is up in Scotland, which is going to be the longest lock in Scotland. And that's going to be followed by going up Ben Nevis as soon as you finish the paddling bit. So it's like a 24-hour challenge, if you like. So we've got that going on. We've got other stuff we're going to be doing the Yorkshire Three Peaks. We're bringing Parachute Day back. All this is going to be happening in 2025. All right. So all this is going to be happening in 2025. So obviously you can get involved with all that. And then other stuff we're going to be doing over the next few weeks. The YouTube page, we're going to totally revamp it. We're going to be doing some new stuff on there, some new podcasts. We're going to be talking to veterans with lived experience, talking about their experience of the military, but also the experience when they get out of the military and the transition going from military life to civilian life. So we're going to be talking about that as well on there. And then we're going to do some other stuff as well. So the whole page is going to get totally revamped. I'm considering giving it a new name, taken away from East Down Veterans Trust. Still part of East Down Veterans Trust, but just changing the name of the channel, if you like, and trying to give it that little bit of an oomph and a little bit of a push in the right direction. So that's what we're going to be doing on the YouTube channel, and obviously all the other stuff that we normally do. Right, so that's a bulk of the stuff that we've been doing over the last couple of weeks. But also we've had other stuff going on. We've had, the holistic support that we offer. That's been so busy. It really has. Our caseworkers just haven't stopped over the last, I'd say the last 3 or 4 months. It's been non-stop for them. And they're doing an absolutely phenomenal job in supporting veterans and veterans' families. And everything from food to fuel poverty to housing support, helping people with PIP claims, with benefit checks, with other problems that they've got going on in their lives and they don't know where to turn for the help. Then thankfully here at East Down Veterans Trust, we do know where to turn. We've got them connections, we've got them relationships with other organizations and other charities that can obviously get that help and support. And it's thanks to those charities, the ones that want to work with us, that we can go and give the best possible results and care for the veteran community. And that's really important for us at East Down Veterans Trust as well. Okay. Mental health side of things, we've been doing loads of the counselling. The counselling is absolutely rammed at the moment. And we're bringing in more counsellors to help with the veterans, because we don't want a waiting list. We want to keep what we're doing. No waiting list, no minimum maximum sessions, all that. We want to keep what we do and keep offering that absolutely fantastic support from our mental health program. Remember, 221 went through it in 2023. We're just about past that number already, with about 3 or 4 months to go. Then on top of that, we had 81% from the 221 that went through the service. It's graded in our top 2 levels. So a significant improvement in mental health and a moderate improvement in mental health. And that's a 2 of the tiers from the 5 tiers that we graded on. All right, so the other tiers, because I know people's asking us, so we got significant improvement, moderate improvement, slight improvement, maintain, and decrease. Okay, so the top 2 there, that's where 81% came through in 2023, and it's looking fairly similar for 2024 as well at this moment, as we come to the end of Q3, which is at the end of September next week. Okay, but I'll stop boring you with all that. Unfortunately, what we're seeing in the veteran community at the moment is a lot of people in stress, a lot of people in distress, a lot of people in crisis, and a lot of people not knowing which way to turn with it as well. Okay, so we're seeing that going on as well. What I would say to you is please reach out. Please just come to us and talk to us. I'll give you an example. On Friday, we were about to leave the office. 3:30, the phone went. It was a veteran up in Newcastle area who was homeless, been living on the streets for 4 years, and just got to a point where they couldn't take any more. They're in total crisis, ended up in the hospital, and then got told by a government organisation, which is Up Fortitude, I'll name it. Up Fortitude told them, contact East Down Veterans Trust. So they contacted us. We're not so much as a housing or a homes charity or a mental health charity, but when someone comes forward like that, we just kind of say, no, we've got to give them the help and support the best we can. We did a duty to refer for Newcastle City Council. Normally they bounce back to us, unfortunately, because they'll say, well, there's no connection for that person within that area. And some people just travel from area to area. And we also went to the out of hours Up Fortitude in Riverside Homes, a lovely lady down there called Cindy. really, really helped us out, and we managed to get the veteran into accommodation for Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, evening meal, breakfast, and then Monday morning they're in East Down Veterans Trust. They're going to be in with one of our caseworkers, getting the holistic support they need. We're going to be looking for the housing, looking for the community-based housing, looking possible supported housing, but also we've got accommodation planned for that individual immediately when they walk through the door on Monday. Okay, so you know that's a good news story, but unfortunately, there's some people where it isn't good news story. And in the northeast over the last week alone, we've seen 2 veteran suicides that I'm aware of, and there's been numerous beacons out across the country for missing veterans. I know last night there was another veteran in distress, and we were getting phone calls about that as well. Okay, so you know it is going on. Please don't think veteran suicide's gone away, because it certainly hasn't. It's just not being recorded the way it was 2, 3, 4 years ago for some bizarre reason. There was some amazing groups out there recording, and it doesn't seem to be happening at the moment. And it's not something that we want to really take on. We just want to support people and help people and get them the help that they need. And that's our main focus, is offering that support. Our team is amazing, you know, and we've got big plans for it to spread it out and doing some other stuff over the coming weeks and months ahead. So please stay tuned on our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so, because that's where you can find out everything that's going on. When we go out and doing the trips, when we visit places like the Ukraine, or you know, we're going to visit obviously Rolling Thunder stuff down in London for Good Friday. You know, we've got Remembrance Parade coming up where me and Kelly we're going down to London for Remembrance this year. We're going to be marching with the Royal Signals Group, because we're both ex-SIGs. So you know, all that sort of stuff's going on, and it's amazing. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll be able to keep up to date with all that. Within the trust itself, the week ahead, it's going to be another busy week. Obviously, the social inclusion groups are absolutely phenomenal. The last couple of weeks, I think we've done well over 100 meals on a Friday. And again, you know, every week's a different meal on a Friday. But let's run through it. So what we're doing this week and what we did last week. So Monday, we've got the allotment project on. That's going to start at 9:45 if you meet us at East Down Veterans Trust. Yeah, you go down to the allotment, and then come back up for 12 o'clock. There'll be brews available, plenty bit of banter and a lot of hard work, unfortunately, because there's a lot going on down there at the moment. There's a construction of a fence going on, as well as the digging and all that. I'm starting to prep stuff for next year. So all that's going on down the allotment at 12:30 tomorrow on Monday morning. You have got Bonnie, and you've got the peer support group that Bonnie runs. You know, peer support group is absolutely fantastic. It's an opportunity to come in and share your experiences, to listen to other people's lived experiences. But also, when you listen to them experiences, sometimes you can pick something up from them experiences, okay, and apply it to your own life. And also, if you've got something on your chest, it's not awesome to come in and get that off your chest. And, you know, you feel so much better once you spoke about it, and maybe get a few tips if you have got something going on from other members of the group within there at the same time. All right, so that's going on Monday. Then on Tuesday evening, sorry, at 6:30, we got the art club. Absolutely phenomenal. The work that's been done there is magical, and I've seen people going in there and basically they're going in there and they've never picked up a pencil before, and they're going in there and they're going doing some amazing work, some amazing drawing, some amazing printing. There's clear work, there's crochet going on in there. There's absolutely all sorts going on in there. And the art hub. So if you fancy that and you want to give it a go for the first time, please come down the Veterans Hub at Dordon Youth and Community Centre from 6:30 till 8:30. Wednesday morning's walking. Not sure where they're going this week, but I know the walking group's going out. So if you're down the Veterans Hub for 9:15, Butch will be taking you out, go on the minibus, go off to the venue where you're going, go for a nice little walk, and then you'll stop, have a cup of tea, have a cup of coffee. We cover all the costs for all of that, so you don't have to worry about any of that. So come down, and the space is available in the minibus for that. Moving on to Thursday, photography groups back this week on Thursday evening, and we're going to be doing some more waterfall stuff. So we're heading down into Yorkshire to do that. We're either going to High Force, Low Force, Richmond, that sort of area for do some waterfall stuff. And the nights are starting to draw in now, so it's really important that we get this done, so then we can move on to the next project that's going to be happening in the next few weeks, and that's all around the mining history of East Durham and County Durham that we're going to be doing all that with, and the connections with the military, and we're going to be doing all that in photos, and it's going to be absolutely brilliant. So really looking forward to getting that started as well. And that leads us to Friday. We have Fun Day Friday. Fun Day Fridays are phenomenal. We've got wood carving going on at the moment. There's only a couple of weeks left of wood carving, so if you want to get down and get involved with that, please do so ASAP. We've also got the craft, we've got the model making going on, we've got the music guys doing their thing, and on top of all that, we give you a free lunch at the end of it. Free lunches are absolutely brilliant at East Down Veterans Trust. Every Friday, 12:30, we have Neil and Janice in the kitchen, then Kim jumps in to serve as well. Everyone sits down at the table, we bring the meals over to you. Everyone gets a free meal. There's free teas, coffees all day long. So please, if you want to come down on for Fun Day Friday, please come down. Starts about 10:30 with the groups, 10 o'clock, 10:30. Then meals served at 12:30. And then after that, we just clear up and finish off for the day. And then that leads us on to Saturday. Every Saturday morning at Eastern Veterans Trust, we have got the coffee mornings. And we also have on the first Saturday of every month, we have the breakfast club. That's not this Saturday. It's a coffee morning this Saturday. It's going to be bacon sandwiches for free as well that we're doing in there. We have a donation from Greg's Bakery as well. So the donation from Greg's will be put out and everyone can take whatever they want from that and take it home with them as well. Okay. So that's what we've got coming up over the next week. Obviously, like I said, it's been a busy couple of weeks. But we just need to keep battling on, keep doing what we do and keep supporting veterans families, because that's what East Down Veterans Trust is all about. We'll never see an no to a veteran. We'll always offer that help and support where we can. So that's pretty much it for this week. Thanks for watching. Please, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers, and that'll bring another revenue stream into East Down Veterans Trust, so we can go on and support even more people by doing that. And that's the whole aim of doing everything on YouTube. So we've got obviously all that going on. And it's just a great place to be, and it's a great we're achieving great things for veterans and veterans families. So please, it'd be fantastic for you to get involved. Come to any of our social groups if you need the help. Like I said, I know what's going on out there at the moment. I know how difficult it is, because I'm seeing the people in crisis and the veterans families who are struggling. All right. So if you are one of them, if you feel so you need some help, and it might not be mental health, it might not be counseling, but it might be food poverty, fuel poverty, it might be even housing problems. Yeah, you might just want a benefit check. You might want some help with PIP forms. You might want Armed Forces Compensation Scheme, hearing claims, Armed Forces Pension Schemes. Please, please, please reach out, contact us, 0191 581 5677. That's East Down Veterans Trust, and we will give you the help and support that you need. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to catching you real soon. Thanks now. Ciao.